Hey, what's up, guys? This is Alex Baker, aka Awesemo for CardRunners, and today I'm continuing my series on defending the big blind in cap. So today we're going to be focusing on defending the big blind versus a cutoff opener. And as you may notice, watching these videos sequentially, as the position's typical range gets tighter, the amount of money we can recover of our big blind gets smaller. And the VPIP and PFR that we can sustain are also smaller. That being said, I still play 27% of my hands versus the cutoff raise. Or, actually, this is like 30% if it's folded around to me. So what I'll do here, I'm going to filter for hands that I've played, and then just like the previous videos, we'll go through them. The point of these videos isn't to show you guys some fantasy strategy. It's just to show you that playing straightforwardly is what I do, and I'm pretty successful at cap so far. So I think it's a good strategy, and hopefully it can work for you, and you can have confidence in doing it that way. So official pay raises to 4. He is a little bit trickier reg. His raising from the cutoff is 26, so I think this is easy to defend. And then this is a spot where I may just check call because, it looks like we could have hit something when we check call, and not necessarily a weak hand that he could barrel us off. And if he checks the turn back, then maybe we can bluff him off a stronger hand. So he does bet, and I just fold. But I think calling is probably a little bit better. Sure, 5-10. So Willie Beer raises, defend Jack 10, and normally I think the same thing kind of applies in this situation. Although I think our hand is definitely weaker in this spot than the last one. Because I don't really make a play here just because I'm trying to not make my variance crazy. But if I was to make a play, I think floating wouldn't be bad, but I'm not convinced it'd be profitable. So I have to just fold. So I have 8-4 suited. This guy is super loose when it's folded around to him, so I defend. Check to him, bet the turn, and he folds. Pretty simple. Queen 9, I would typically 3-bet this versus a normal reg, and Dimitri B raises only 23% from the cutoff, so that is a little bit less than I'd like to see if I was going to 3-bet this. So just call. Flop one's real bad, so just fold. Remo 007 raises. I defend 8-6. We got a backdoor draw here, so we could consider bluff raising when he inevitably bets this. Well, I guess he didn't bet it here, but I think usually he's going to bet. And I'm not really going to be raising this flop a whole lot because, if I have a hand like King Jack or King 10, I don't really see much point in raising. I could have a set here, potentially with 3s, so I'd usually call that. I think it's a flop where I'm not going to hit it very much, so I'm a little bit torn whether I should be raising with a king here or not. But I think calling with a king, and then just calling down and folding some of my weaker kings, like King 7 suited and stuff like that, to future barrels seems like a reasonable strategy. And then, I could potentially call with some floats with 5-6 and 5-7 suited and 6-7 suited. Or like an Ace-X suited where I hit a gut shot and bluff him on the river here. I think that would be a good strategy.